Hello again, Fishalots, and welcome to another edition of Fishing with Johnnyfishalot. In this episode, let's hang out and let's talk about the perfect Christmas or holiday present for your beloved fishalot out there. What I want to do is get into a list of rods that maybe you could sneak under the Christmas tree this year, starting with is ultralight fishing rods. Now what I have in my hand here is the Okuma Solilo, or Solilo, however you want to say it, and this is a great starting rod that's not going to break your bank. It's made of graphite, it's an ultralight rod application, there's plenty of bend and feel in this rod, and it's just an overall great tool for the toolbox in order to get used to ultralight fishing. The other advantage of ultralight fishing, of course, is that it really teaches you to feel those finicky bites or those light bites. So a lot of times you just feel a tick, or you're just watching your line and the line stops or the line ticks and you notice at the hook. And these ultralight applications are absolutely perfect for that. Now on the flip side of that, you could also use a Shakespeare ultralight rod, which is even less expensive. It's only $20. I believe it's $19 to $20, and that's a good choice too. What I personally like and what I use the most out of all my ultralight setups is this guy right here. This is an Okuma reel, but the rod is a St. Croix panfish series rod. It's only rated for 2 to 6 pounds. I put 2-pound SOS trout line on this, and this is just a fantastic rod. It's a 6-foot St. Croix panfish series rod, and I highly recommend sneaking this under the Christmas tree. And this rod will run you at about $130. So it's a little more expensive rod, but it gives you some great feel. It's really a good quality rod. I use this rod with my son fishing. He has a ball with it. It's really just a great overall setup. So speaking of ugly sticks, you can't leave the Shakespeare ugly stick off of any of your rod lists. Now, the important thing with ugly stick is, and you know, some fishermen get a little sensitive about this, like, oh, ugly stick, that's not a good reel. These ugly sticks run you basically $30 to $40. This is an offshore series, it's made for big fish. But you know, the thing about an ugly stick is they're basically unbreakable. So if you're a beginner fisherman, this is really good because it's going to be hard to break it. I think the only way I broke one of these is I shut it in a car door, of course. But the other thing is, keep in mind that these ugly sticks don't have a great deal of feel to it. So if you're looking to like finesse fish or worm fish or do a bit of fishing where you actually need to detect the bite and feel the bite to set the hook, then you know, I would probably aim towards one of those more higher end graphite style rods. However, this is a great option for a holiday gift because if you fish like I do sometimes, you know, maybe you're bank fishing and you're throwing out a hunk of bait out there and you just need the ugly stick to let you know if fish is on there, right? You're using circle hooks and the hook is going to set itself. This is a great option. It comes in at about anywhere from $35 to $50, depending on what series you buy. Generally, they're about $45. So ugly sticks cannot be left off of the Christmas list this year. All right, next up, let's talk about a fan favorite. These are PENN fishing rods. PENN fishing rods are some of the most popular rods out there just because they're so durable. PENN makes really reliable products, the reels and their rods. I own a number of PENN fishing rods, and this is the PENN Allegiance. I also own the PENN Legion, which they don't make anymore, unfortunately, and that was a fantastic rod. So this is a 7-foot, medium heavy, moderate action rod, and it's great for all sorts of applications. I've caught big striper on this, I've caught bluefish on this, I go catfish fishing with this. These PENN rods are really good. So you could either go with the PENN Allegiance rod, which is this one. They also have the PENN Prevail series, which is a very similar rod. Each of those rods will run you between $79 and $80. So again, these rods won't break the bank. I really enjoy fishing with these. So sticking with St. Croix rods, I absolutely love St. Croix. This is the St. Croix Premier Series rods. This is a premier surf rod made for inshore fishing for saltwater fish, but I use this rod for a wide variety of fish. I use it for carp fishing, I use it for catfish. I've caught some big striped bass, stripers, rockfish, whatever you want to call them, bluefish, and even albacore on these rods. And so this is a moderate action rod. As you can tell, it bends more towards the middle of the rod here. And it's really just an absolutely fantastic, all-around versatile rod for any fishalot out there. So a great overall Christmas gift. I would highly recommend it. The St. Croix Premier Series rods come in a couple of different models. They'll run you anywhere from $150 to $170. And all right, Fishalots and or family members of beloved Fishalots, this is one of my favorites. This is a Loomis E6X inshore fishing rod. This is an absolutely fantastic rod and blank for the rod. Loomis makes a really high quality product. They use all the best guides and inserts for the guides. These are all Fuji guides. Their cork is absolutely phenomenal. They don't cut any expense on the cork. This cork gives you every sensitivity you need to detect a bite on a fish. A lot of times there's cheaper corks on rods or less expensive corks on rods, and that absorbs a lot of the sensitivity of the rod, decreasing your ability to sense that sensitive bite. And so just absolutely great components, super light fishing pole. You can fish forever on this thing. You will pay for the extra awesomeness of a Loomis rod, however. And so this rod will run you up to anywhere from $170 to $200, depending on the series of rod that you're looking for. But quite honestly, I would highly recommend it. If you're looking to up your game a little bit in fishing, really detecting bites, I would really go for a Loomis. Well, all right, so I kind of saved the best for last, I feel like, and this is my absolute go-to rod for inshore fishing applications, and that is the TFO Professional Series. So that's right, for bang for buck, this is probably the best rod you can invest in for fishing. This rod will run you about $100. They had two series of rods. They had the TFO Pro Series, and now they kind of renamed it to the TFO Professional Series. So the Pro Series rods will get you at about $99. You could buy one of these. It's a fantastic rod. And now the Professional Series will run you anywhere from $100 to $129. Now I got this rod 20% off, so it was about 70 bucks when I purchased this. So for $70, this is absolutely the best value for money in any of the fishing rods that I showed you. This, again, the cork is well designed. It's not as well designed as the Loomis, but it's well designed. It's a good quality cork. The guides are good quality. The blank of this rod is absolutely fantastic. Super sensitive. It's a graphite rod. Very light. I mean, matches up well with most, if not all, inshore series reels. This is a Daiwa ballistic. Just really, overall, a great rod. This is probably the most versatile rod I have in my toolbox when it comes to inshore fishing. And I kind of would leave the best for last here on all of you. And this is really a quality setup that I would recommend in any Fishalot's arsenal of fishing rods. And if you are getting value from this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so that when I post new content, you'll be sure to be notified. And I'll have a list of all these rods we're discussing here today in the show notes below, in that description below. So feel free to click around and find that perfect fishing gift for your beloved Fishalot. And don't forget to click on the videos at the end of this where you can actually see these rods in action and see exactly the type of fish I catch with each of them. So thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great holiday season. I'll see you out there on the water.